But what I can tell you is that this game is big.
Okay.
It's as big as any of our single-player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story. The way we're telling that story is very unique to this game. It's got a brand new cast of characters. It takes place at another place, another part of the United States.
It's like a city might be somewhat familiar, some people.
I'm sure our fans have already figured it out. And it's really cool. And it's being headed by Vinith Agarwal, Anthony Newman, and Joe Pantnati, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us. And you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Next year, so I wait till next year to hear more about that one. Okay, well, very exciting that this has evolved, and I mean, that concept art looks incredible. I can't wait to see Naughty Dog's storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
It's something special. We can't wait to show it either.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, my friends, we're going to be discussing the latest news and information and rumblings in regards to the Last of Us multiplayer game, the Last of Us 2 multiplayer, whatever you want to call it at this point, the standalone multiplayer game in the world, universe of The Last of Us that Naughty Dog is working on that was revealed at the Summer Game Fest. If we do remember, this game has been in development for a long time now at this point. I believe it's been over 2 years. It was originally supposed to be a mode in The Last of Us 2, but was scrapped because Naughty Dog said the scope of it became too much for just to put it in a simple mode, so they decided to make a game of it, and we've been following it on the channel for the last 2 years. If you want to check all the information in regards to the Summer Game Fest announcement, the teaser image, all that stuff, I'm not really going to go into it that depthly in this video. Check out the card in the top right, or it's going to be linked in the description down below. So, with the recent release of The Last of Us Part 1 remake, and the excitement around that, there have been a lot of questions now in regards to the future. And we'll be discussing Naughty Dog's future very soon in another video. But I want to talk about just the multiplayer in general, because according to Neil Druckmann and what he'd said, there's probably going to be no major multiplayer game related news till 2023. But we've gotten little hints and rumblings now. Of course, September's a big month for The Last of Us if you've been sitting under a rock. With this remake releasing, and The Last of Us Day, which is their big day to announce Last of Us related merch, items, news, etc., which is on September 26th, less than 3 weeks now. There is potential we could still get rumblings about it. You know, the HBO show will definitely likely get stuff. We could see The Last of Us 2 director's cut, and that's again something I will probably discuss in a separate video. But we've even gotten some things in the multiplayer recently from Naughty Dog devs. A couple interviews I'm going to bring up here, and just in general, I'll be rehashing some of what I went through in that separate video. I'm not going to go through it depthly, but I will bring it up. So, if you guys do enjoy this, drop a like, subscribe. Jump on the near 50% of people are subscribed by hitting the red subscribe button. If you want to keep it there with the Last of Us news and information, join our streams and all that as we get ready for The Last of Us Day in a couple weeks. Alright, hope you guys do enjoy this video. Let me know what you think of the multiplayer down below if you're excited for it, your thoughts, and let's get straight into it.
For themselves.
We know you're always working on the next big thing, and while I'm sure you won't say anything about The Last of Us Part 3 or Uncharted 5, we know that Factions is coming. So is it on its way? When's it coming out? And how will it be shared across both Part 1 and Part 2 of The Last of Us?
Well, the multiplayer, the team, again, you'll have to stay tuned to get more information on that. I can say the team's working really hard on it, and we're super excited for fans to get their hand on it. It's pretty awesome. That's all I can say.
I'm sure it won't be, and fingers crossed this isn't the last we see and hear of The Last of Us. But excitement for Part 1's remake must be encouraging.
You want to take high note of that. You know, of course they're not going to say specifics because the multiplayer team hasn't really, they're waiting until next year to really get the big guns out, I feel, which would be an official trailer or more footage or any of that, more teasers. But pretty much, can't wait for fans to get their hands on it. It's going to be awesome. That's all we've been hearing for a long time. And I know I want to keep my expectations tempered, but man, you can't help but think all this time, these years that they put into this, the end result must be something special, and especially after seeing The Last of Us Part 1 remake graphically and just seeing how special it was. And now thinking like, okay, this is clearly going to be inspired based mainly off The Last of Us 2 and what they accomplished with the remake of Part 1. So I'm expecting Last of Us 2 gameplay, but even better, definitely, and visuals that are better than the remake. I would think that's a realistic expectation at this point, considering the amount of time, and plus, all the modes, the co-op potentiality with it. I mean, the sky's the limit, I feel, for this. They really have a potential to make something that could be a game that will be played for years to come. No questions asked. This tweet is from a Naughty Dog dev. His name's Samuel Price. Right back to work. And it shows the teaser image of the multiplayer. So now that the remake is all said and done, it's out. It's time for them to go back to work, because really, could this game come out next year? There's a possibility. Might even be 2024. We don't know at this point, but we're seeing it next year. We're going to get major news, so god dang time, get to work. Yes, we're excited as fans. We cannot wait for the end result that potentially could be coming. The Naughty Dog Jobs account tweeted the following: "Hope everyone is enjoying The Last of Us Part 1. We cannot wait for you to see what's next. Join our amazing team and help us build something great. Check out the open position for September and apply today." Yes, a lot of excitement is around these job openings now, because we just seen the Part 1 remake. And as we can see, though, from animation to art to audio to game design, there is still a lot of openings, meaning Naughty Dog still has some work to do left. And these job openings are not just for this multiplayer game, like it could be for the Part 2 Director's Cut / Remaster we've been hearing about, The Last of Us Part 3, which is possibly a new IP, Uncharted stuff. Lot of stuff here that could hint at the future, which again we'll talk about in a separate video. The Last of Us Day approaching. There might be a little tease to what's coming next year. But if you are a fan of The Last of Us multiplayer, I think this is the time to start finally getting excited. We are pretty much near the end of the year, if you guys ever noticed. It's already September. 2023 is going to be here before you know it. And it's very likely, I think, by spring to summer next year, we're going to see and hear finally. We're finally going to get the good stuff, the juicy stuff from Naughty Dog in regards to this. So I think our wait will not be much longer. But stay tuned. The Last of Us Day is going to have a lot, I feel, in regards to the future. So stay tuned for that. But that's just a little update. Like I said, we are still a ways to go until the big stuff. But hopefully you guys are excited as much as I am. So be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you think of it. Will we hear little rumblings of The Last of Us Day, or will we have to really wait fully next year to hear the big stuff? So thank you so much for watching. Go over 750 likes if you can, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned. Lots on the horizon if you're a fan of The Last of Us. It's gonna be fun. Thank you guys again, and have a great one. Toodles.